All right, we're looking at another setup here. So this is what we had earlier where we did not trade because we didn't get the stochastics hit. So what we have here is a 1, and then I'm maybe seeing this as a 2. This is pretty strong, so we may end up counting this as a 1 if you get to pull back and make it a 2. Otherwise, it could be 1, 2, and 3. We'll just see what we get above this 52 level. The 52 level has been used quite a few times. So, I mean, here, yeah, that's way too strong to trade. So that kind of that rocket ship off would be something that I would just kind of stay away from. If you were quick enough for you to get 02, you wouldn't even have been moving your stop yet until you get down to 92. It's just too strong. I was originally hoping we got down to this 46 level, so 1, 2, it didn't happen, came back up. So then you're looking at the 1, 2. It kind of put in a little range here, but I'm not going to mark that up. Alright, so this is why we don't trade that. So if we were to get really good pricing at 02, we would only be able to move our stop down if it got to 92, which it hasn't gotten to 92 yet. So our stop is up here at 12. So we'll see what happens here. It's really strong. I don't think we have any other levels to use. Actually, that was a level that was potentially a level here. But again, no 2 try into that level there, so we'll just stay away from it. This is the top of a range, so we wouldn't want to use that level. Is that top of a range? Oh, no, that one's not. So we could potentially use this level here. But we'd have to see a 2 try to get into that level. So it's a good example why you can't just trade that. You can't just trade this strong move here. So in reality, you should look at this as a 1, and then it failed to make it 2, so then it starts over as a 1. So this is actually still like 1. Let's mark that up. So yeah, if you would have got in here at 02, you would have stopped out at 12, so you'd have been minus 10, then it goes exactly the way you wanted it to. I still think it'd be nice if actually we can put in a 1 here. This isn't technically a 1 yet. If we can put in a 1 here, then get a 2 coming up higher. We'll see if that makes sense. Let's mark up this level here. It was the top of a range back a while ago. That's no longer in range play, so we can mark it up here. So I'll give it a few minutes, see if we actually get the 1, the pullback to the moving average, and mark the 1 here, then we'll be interested in the 18 level for potentially a short. Let's take this level off. Mark it up. So good reminder not to trade that right there with the strong move up. So this is our 1. We never have gotten our 2 yet, or our pullback to make it a 1. So this is actually still 1. But you can't trade that there. Even though stochastics was high, you enter there at 02, you get stopped out at 12, it goes right back to where you went in. So super frustrating. If you were to get in here at 2, let's see, I don't think you get the 92. Yeah, you don't get the ability to move your stop up, so you would have gotten stopped out at 10. So it grinded here for what seemed like forever. And then it decided to make a quick move out of that zone. too strong. Maybe if we had the 1, the 2. Good, mark this up. Oh, it didn't actually pull back. Let's think about this. Sticking to the rules here. So I want to see a pullback here. I haven't seen it really yet. I mean, this is a pretty strong pullback. I'd probably count that as a 1. I'd really love to see it hit the moving average. And then go, right? There we go. Let's see if that's enough to actually get the moving average to be touched. That definitely is. So then we can officially mark it as a 1. So then we'll see if we get the move higher here. Everything kind of moves in these two phases, right? So down, down. It's really small there, but we get it. Up, down, up, up, down, up. Even on a larger frame, so 1 or so, 1, 2, there. I just kind of reset everything when you don't get a new high after you pull back. So like this one, you get a new low, so it actually becomes a 1, a 2. This one, 1, and it fails and pulls back. Then I start over and just say 1, even though it didn't pull back all the way, it would be a 2. There's nothing tradable there though. And then we have officially a full 1, and then we're looking for a 2 to go back above 18 to 25 level here. This 52 level is just, it seems like a magnet. You know, it goes up to it, goes away, goes up to it, goes away, goes up to it, goes away. So maybe it goes up to it and goes back to it. I don't know. It's the whole number thing. The whole numbers are really mentally targets and magnets. I don't know. This isn't really a range. For a range, you want to see it kind of move away and come back and move away and come back. Not like just a bunch of close candles here. It doesn't really qualify as a range. I'm just pointing out that it took, you know, from 7:45 to almost 8, so almost 15 minutes just to grind right there, where this move right here took less than 2 minutes. So okay, so we got our 1 and our 2. We need it to make a 2, or we got a 1 so far. We need to make a 2 above the 18 or the 25 level, and we'll be watching stochastics this time. And this will be the last setup that I watch for the day. Head in. Alright, so we're seeing if we can push higher here. I kind of want to be in between these two, so that way I can put my stop up here at like 30. So if I get in at, or above 30, so I can get in at 22, 23. If we get everything to line up, I think that makes our stop up here really good, because we have 2 levels, 2 pivot levels that it would have to get through. It hasn't made the 2 yet because it hasn't broken through this level. So we'll just hold our cursor there at 14. We want to see a push through 14. Push through 14 here. Stochastics continues to rise as it's up to 77. Okay, there's 14. Looks like it barely touched 14. Oh, it got up to 15, so we pushed into 2. Now we need a close up here. Not a great candle. I don't mind this because it's not the quick, like 3-second move rocket ship up. It's more of a grind, which is fine. So this is actually officially a 2 since it made a new high. And it pulled back to the moving average, I think, which will be the moving average there. So actually we're setting up for a 3 potentially, which is even better. I only did one tick of that, so let's see. Could end up getting stuck into a range here, which is not fun for anyone. Battling here. Green, red, green, red, green, green. Get a push up here. Push up right in here, right above 20. Love to see it right above 20. Nice close above 18. Nice stochastics above 90. Take the short. Stop goes way above this 25, so it goes up to 31, 32. And the target comes back down in here to this range. Let's see if it cooperates. Not cooperating so far. We're just battling green, red, green, red, green, red. Kind of slowing down a little bit. Like 1 or 2 orders, and then it goes 50 orders and 30 orders, and then it goes a few orders at a time, and then it goes 30 orders. So choppy, not just consistently orders getting filled. Get us a push up here. Push higher. Stochastics takes a dive. It's going to get stuck here in this range, it feels like, at 52. The worst. The worst, but can be profitable if it just can get a pop up and not stall out here. Instead, it heads back lower. Well, I might have to call it. Didn't get the move we needed. Look at the 4,000. Yeah, that's the level. 18. 1, 2. You figure that's the level they were looking to get to, and it didn't quite make it. Stochastics is at about 50. Stick with it for a little bit. Got another strong green candle. really strong green candle. Okay. So we're looking for that stochastics. We're still at 76. I'm keeping an eye on the bottom right corner. It's amazing. It's like pop real quick right into where we want it to go, but nothing else lines up. It's kind of been the name of the game here. All right, so the 18 level's been used. Yeah, the stochastics are getting me today. Did exactly what we wanted to do, but the stochastics didn't line up. So 1909, yeah, there's your 15. God, that's frustrating. So if it holds on here and heads back up, we have to use the 25 level. We can't use the 18 level because it's already been used. Jeez Louise. That's okay. I'm okay with it because it's not a loss. We avoided the trade here, which would have been a loss. The trade here would have been nice, but didn't get the signals that we needed it to. So I think the highest, if we click back through here, the highest we got was like 80. So that was signal candle, but it was only at 76. And then it finally got up to 86, but then it's already too late. Yep. That's okay. I feel better about today because I'm following the rules, actually. It's what makes it so mentally challenging is that I didn't follow the rules yesterday and I lost money. If I wouldn't have followed the rules today, I would have made money. But looking back, there would have been more consistency if I followed the rules yesterday and just didn't take any trades or made the one trade that would have been actually valid and made money, and then followed the rules again today and not made any trades but not lost any money. So net following the rules would have been more positive than it would have been to not follow the rules. So it's kind of an interesting psychological game. All right, stop there.